Hey guys, Kuzomari here, back with another video. In this video today, we're going to be drawing Hyakkimaru from Dororo. Yes, I forgot the name of the user, but I know who you are. You kept on asking for him. Comment in the last video, you asked for him again. I didn't know what anime this was. The Dororo I know is the Dororo. you know what I'm talking about. But I didn't know what this was, to be completely honest. So I didn't even look it up until when you asked for it. I decided to just look up the name because I was like, it's interesting. And for some reason in my mind I was thinking of Doraemon. No, but of course it's not Dororomon. Okay, let's continue to draw here. But yeah, actually this looks pretty cool. I guess it's like an readaptation of something that was already animated quite a little whiles back. Looks pretty sweet. Let's draw this from above. Trying to think of this pose here. Alright. But yeah, the character looks really sweet. Looks really sweet. No, looks really cool. He looks pretty cool. Have not watched it, and I kind of want to watch it, but I have so many anime that I'm watching now. Okay, I'm not watching that many. I'm only watching like actively watching 2 anime: One Punch Man and Demon Slayer. Those are the 2 that I'm actively watching, like each episode. And Hunter x Hunter. Don't forget about that. But that's not seasonal. Like, that didn't just come out or something. It came out on Netflix, and I decided to watch the English adaptation of it because I'm a loser like that. All right, guys. I don't like reading that much while I'm watching my anime because I really like studying the animation and stuff like that. And like I said, I'm bad at reading, but that's not an excuse. I've been watching, One Punch Man with subtitles and stuff like that. Like, I do it. I watch the animes with subtitles. It just has to be something I really want to watch. And yeah, I'm thinking about starting my storyboard for my manga. My manga. Either tonight or tomorrow. I'm also trying to work on the new video for my other channel. I'm trying to get on a roll again. Okay, so he does have like a ponytail thing. Okay. Let's just go a little crazy with the hair. You know what I'm saying? A little crazy with the hair. Alright, and then He's looking up at you guys. Got a little quiet there again. Right now I'm cooking some pork in the oven. Looking forward to eating that soon. Just in case you guys are wondering, this video is being recorded at 6 p.m. Just in case anyone is wondering. So I had some people ask me when I draw this stuff. So that would be fun, just to let you know. I don't actually know what those things are on his shirt. Some sort of symbol, some sort. See, one thing that hurts me about drawing anime characters I don't know that well is exactly what happened to me with Gon when I drew him with fire. Gon does not use fire, and I know people are like, Gon doesn't use fire, Kuzo. And I'm like, nah. And so I go to watch the anime, and I found out what scene that was that I saw in the Google search that made me think he was using fire. It was the scene where he had a candle, and I saw basically a screenshot of the anime that made it look like he was using fire. So yeah, that kind of made me mad when I was watching it. I was like, oh my gosh, like I realized it. I realized what happened. I was like, in that moment, I was like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me. But now that I watched it, or I'm not actually done with it, but now that I'm watching it, oh man, it's so good, so good. Loving it. Just like McDonald's. Loving it. I'm loving it. I think that's how it goes, right? Oh, sorry. I was way out of line there. And just a little something, I'm not going to really talk about it very long, but a little something many of you don't actually know about your Kuzo. Is I actually have some hand and wrist problems that have progressively gotten worse, and I need to eventually get them checked out. It's one of the reasons why sometimes my sketches aren't always as clean, other than the fact that, I like doing some dirty sketches, but my accuracy is not what it used to be because of this. But that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about that for right now, just in case you guys were curious, just to let you know. Like right now, I only mentioned it because both of my wrists are hurting right now. Thought I'd talk about for a second, but I'm not going to go any further into that. And unless something really serious comes out of it later on, I'm probably not going to mention it on my main channel, really. So it's for you guys to know right now. It sucks, but it's what happens when you push yourself too hard. The whole lesson to it is basically, you want to make sure you guys work hard, but also make sure you take breaks, stretch your hands, stuff like that. So did not give myself enough breaks when I was pushing myself to my limits, and this is the result. But I'm gonna keep going, don't worry, I'm gonna keep going. Sorry I'm moving around so much. The paper, it's so far down, the paper's so big that I have to like push it up against something that's above on my desk. Well, not on my desk. This is a coffee table. I'm just pushing up against a light and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. So, also, this video is actually recorded same day that the last video, yesterday, was recorded. Of Killua. I said yesterday for you guys because I'm going to be posting it when I'm going to be posting it. So it'll be yesterday for you guys, but same day as Killua. So that way I can get one day ahead now. Again. Because I had a mistake where all of a sudden I was drawing it each and every day and then posting it that same day. And it doesn't always work out so well when I do that because it's like rushing all the time between everything else I gotta do. So, but yeah, I'm super excited to start the storyboard for my manga, and you know, it's one of those things where I keep judging myself a lot, based on like what I'm drawing and stuff like that, and the writing, and I'm like, oh no, is it gonna be good, and this and that, and I'm always doubting myself. I'm just like, you know, even if it's not the best, I'm sure there's been worse out there, and we all got to start somewhere. Maybe it'll get better as it goes, you know? Or maybe I'm just being the person that's over judging myself. Because I've had people that, you know, told me that they liked my old one shot that I did that I don't like at all, you know? Like, I like some of the one shot, but the writing in it is pretty bad. It's one of those things where there's nothing groundbreaking that happens in it. I mean, there's nothing groundbreaking that happened in mine either, but my new one. I feel like manga titles don't instantly get the groundbreaking title put on them. It takes development and watching how the series develops to get that. Because like My Hero Academia didn't just bust out of the gates like bam. I mean, it did, but it didn't start like, if you think about the beginning, it's just like a normal shonen and stuff like that. But the more you watch it, the more you see its nuances, its cool little quirks. Get it? Oh man, I'm good. No, I'm kidding. Horrible pun, but it's cool little quirks and stuff like that. And it became its own thing, you know? It really became its own thing. And that's what a lot of the stories are nowadays. They're starting to turn into that. They'll compare it to something else because there's a certain structure and mold you have that even if you break it, people are going to relate it to something, and then eventually it turns into its own thing, and then people are like, no, it's definitely not like this thing anymore. Like, it's kind of like taking, you know, a cake, baking the base of it, and then someone trying to judge your base, the base of your cake that is completely plain, to every other cake before the decoration that's put onto it, you know? Kind of like that. Although some people may argue with that, saying, well, you know, if your series is a carbon copy of something, then, you know, it's obviously, that's a bad way to put it, but I mean, unless you're plagiarizing, I mean, Like Black Clover was very similar to Naruto, but it has definitely taken its detour away from Naruto. Like, I do not get Naruto vibes in Black Clover at all. No, at all. At first you did, but essentially it's just that mold, and then the characters start changing. Just like a lot of series, there's a lot of series that start off in a specific way and then get in its groove, and it gets really good. Like a show, like a lot of comedy shows, like live action comedy shows, like Friends and Frasier and Seinfeld, and just shows like that. I've watched quite a few of those in my time, and I think they're really funny. They're just funny, you know. And there's something light to watch between anime. Sometimes I haven't watched any of them in a while, but yeah, they start off really rough, and they feel really rough at first, and you're like, ooh, it's kind of weird. Then a few episodes in, it starts getting a little funnier. You get used to the characters. The actors actually get into the characters a little bit more, start coming up with their own, you know, quirks for the character. And then by like the end of season 1 and then the beginning of season 2, things start feeling a lot more natural. And the show's really funny, you know, that type of thing. Or like How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother was actually a big one for me, that I felt like that. I felt like it was really lame at first. It was a huge slow start for me. And just got a lot better from there. Then it took like a really dark turn at the end. I'd actually never finished that one, but here I start talking about comedy shows. Oh gosh. But no, it's a good way to think about it, because no, you're not gonna want to create a series where they're looking for Dragon Balls, you know, or let's say lizard balls. Oh gosh. No, you're not gonna want to do something like that. Obviously, I'm not talking about the basic concept. I'm talking about the story construct, how a story is created, that type of thing, like the shonen cookie cutter mold. There's a way to overlay something completely original on top of the shonen cookie cutter mold, which is exactly what My Hero Academia is. It's what Black Clover is. It's what One Piece is. I'm talking about the molds of those, not what actually makes up a story. So I'm not talking about that. But yeah, because if it was all based on like, oh well, you can't make a story about a character who strives to be the best at something anymore because it's already been done. That's absurd if that was the case. So, you know, I don't know, but these are a lot of thoughts that go through my mind all the time when I'm making my series. Well, this video has gotten kind of long, but this character's looking sweet. Right now my wrist is feeling a little bit better from earlier when I was talking about it. You know, if you guys have been, those of you who have been watching all these videos, I'm sure you remember me saying I don't like this paper as much. Well, lo and behold, I still don't like the paper as much, but I just realized I don't mind it. Like, I've gotten used to it. I've drawn on it so much that I've gotten used to its texture. And this has happened to me with sketchbooks I don't like before. I draw on it so much and I get used to the texture that it starts becoming something where I'm like, oh, you know, this isn't that bad. I got used to it. Us humans are made to adapt. We give ourselves time to adapt, and we try to accept what's going on to us. But yeah. Oh boy, doing this is gonna hurt my wrist for sure. You can tell by how dark the lines are. I'm pushing hard. I'm not pushing too hard or else this would snap, but and that's another thing. A lot of people ask me what pencil I use, and I'm really just using a cheap pencil. I mean, guess technically you could say that paper's alright quality, because it's like kind of like bristleceboard paper, the smooth kind. But all in all, this paper isn't really that expensive. For how many pieces of paper come in there, yeah, it's kind of expensive. But like, for example, you can get a sketchbook that comes with paper that feels softer than this. That's like $15, and it comes with like 120 pieces of paper. You know, and if you're just looking for nice paper to sketch on, you can find stuff like that on Amazon. You don't have to draw everything on bristleceboard paper. Like, I hardly ever draw on bristleceboard paper. It's only for these videos, because I realized that I kind of need to get rid of all this stuff anyways. I was like, why not, you know? Maybe one day I'll do a giveaway. Okay, everyone, calm down in the comment section. Don't start saying, oh, give it to me, give it to me. But seriously, one day I've been thinking about taking some of my originals and giving them away. When that happens, I'll remember you people who ask for it in the comment section. I will not choose you. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just messing around. But it's not going to be any time really soon. But I definitely do want to do that at some point. Let's just draw some, like, this video is already really long, so let's just Well, guys, that's about it. It's coming up towards the end here. Hope you guys liked this video. But yeah, I'd like to take this time to thank my Patreons. You guys are the best pencil nobbies there are. And if you guys are new to this channel, like what you see, please subscribe. Well, if you guys like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you're new to this channel, like what you see, please subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notified when each video comes out. And like always, guys, hope you're having a great day. And I will see you in the next video.